I'm gonna need to get big fast. You move and work.
I'll work. Rock me though. She dead to me already.
Need you to leave me and my peoples alone, Garcia.
What the fuck are you doing here? Your mother is working in Manhattan now. Things could get messy. I have a spot for you if you're looking. You will never be above me. It's us now. Everybody else need to get the fuck out the way.
What's up with the ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your friends. But on today's video, we will be dealing with another Power Book 3 Raising Kanan video, and this one right here is the episode 3 recap. Now, first and foremost, this was a solid episode. Obviously, it wasn't a banger that like what most people probably was used to. You know, wasn't that much action, but still very well written. But anyways, if you're not familiar with it, the Ugly Ass Nigga TV recaps isn't like your typical recap. This is how I seen the Ugly Ass Niggas, and this is how we gonna do it. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. So we start this thing out with this ugly ass nigga right here. I can't remember what his name is. I think his name Jermaine, but y'all can let me know in the comments. But it really don't matter. He look like somebody from Roots. But anyway, this ugly ass nigga was on the block, you know, no shorts. Ugly ass nigga thought he was pushing something. And then in come the most hideous character of Raising Kanan, which I think he will be. About time this one's said and done. Anyway, here come Breeze walking up, asking they little glass what they doing on the block. And they was like, nigga, this neat corner, ugly ass nigga. And then Breeze was like, neat? Ugly ass nigga? Hey, ugly ass nigga. Ugly ass nigga. Y'all see that ugly ass nigga? Ugly ass nigga ain't here. Hey, Kanan, you see that ugly ass nigga? Like, I ain't seen no ugly ass nigga. Besides this ugly ass nigga right here. But anyway, though, you know, pretty much he was letting them know Neat gone and you ain't running, he ain't gonna be able to run no block while in hiding. So after that, the ugly ass nigga was like, hey, well, if Neat gone, these my blocks, ugly ass nigga. He was like, so you can get to stepping. He was like, these your block. Then he was like, this his block. And then he turned and blasted the shit out of the ugly ass nigga. And then look at this big ass ugly ass nigga behind him. This nigga tried to run. Then of course Kanan took his scrap out and he started letting loose on him. Then ugly ass nigga Breeze stood over him like, you can, yeah, all yours. Basically, let him keep the block. He put his body on the block. Anyways, next we get to your boy Marvin, Rock, and Flossie. They're basically giving the girls that's going to be running the operation, you know, letting them know what's going on. Like, so Rock is like, y'all moving work. And of course, Marvin like, our work. Letting them know that, hey, you're not going to be doing escort services. You're going to be moving product. And then we get the introduction of your girl, Jarita. Even though I know her name is Tiana right now, I'm telling you ugly fucks, this is gonna turn out to be Jarita. So shut y'all ugly ass up in them comments. But anyways, Jarita was letting them know that she's down for the business, and that was that. Next we get to your girl Juke. She pulled up on Garcia. He broke as hell, ugly as hell, all that shit. She like, damn, you ugly ass nigga, you ain't living too well. I don't know what's worse, that mustache or your or your broke ass car. And then he was like, what you do? And Garcia was like, what your little ass doing here? You know, and then basically Juke tried to make him an offer, say, look, I can help your little ass out. He was like, you need, and Garcia was like, you need to be real careful because, you know, he can take her out before she get a bullet or something, his little ass said. But anyways, you know, Juke made an offer to him, letting him know that she can help him out with his brokenness if they work together. Next, we get to your boy Marvin and Flossie. And Flossie is letting Marvin know that she find him very fascinating and that she wants to get to know him a little bit better. So she writes down her address, letting him know, hey, come your little glass over so that we can, you know, get to know each other better. And Marvin lets her know, hey, little hoochie, I don't pay for pussy. You know, he letting her know from the get-go. Anyways, next we get to your boy Stefano. He ugly as hell, old as hell, look like his back about to go out on him. And, you know, he's very frustrated about hearing that Pino is now working with Rock, because Pino basically called him in here to let him know, hey, I know your little glad don't like it, little rating promoter comment looking ass nigga, but I'm working with Rock, and I like seeing her little six ass walk around here. And that's when Stefano was like, look, she might be fine as hell, but I'm telling you that little hoochie ain't no joke. You need to leave her alone. And that's when Pino was like, ugly ass nigga, I don't give a fuck, ugly ass nigga. You had your time, now it's mine, ugly ass nigga. So basically, Pino was letting them know, I don't give a damn what your little dad talked about. I really just called you in here so I can flex on you. But anyways, next we get to your girl Juke. She's having a conversation with Kanan, and they are first discussing what, you know, the things that with Crystal, and basically, you know, Kanan letting him know that he now not so sure about Rock setting up the cop situation, which is good to see that, you know, Kanan is kind of coming to his senses a little bit, that the possibility that Rock wasn't involved with it, right? And even Juke was like, you sure at last nigga? He was like, yeah, he could tell that the cops wasn't lying. And then that's when Juke started to question him about, you know, what happened when he went over there. And he basically lied, you know, told her it was the same old shit. She said she didn't do it. And then she asked him, do he believe in his ugly ass? Said he don't know, he don't care. Rock is dead to him. Next, we get to your boy Marvin. He's still on a hunt for Unique. They let that nigga looking for him. And then he's like, look, any ugly ass nigga that got information on Neek, I'm paying real money. This the down payment. And as you can see, this ugly ass Charles Oakley looking ass nigga was like, hey, I don't know where Neek at, but I heard that he working with your nephew. And of course, Marvin was pissed off to hear that. He was like, Kanan? Yeah, he working with some little ugly ass nigga named Breeze. Some other ugly ass nigga in the back was trying to co-sign. Yeah, I heard that too. Man, shut your ugly ass up. You just trying to get a check, ugly ass nigga. But of course, Marvin paid the people off and he was pissed the fuck off. Next, we get to your boy Breeze. He ugly as hell per usual, and he's like, he basically was letting Kanan know that he's proud of how he stood up, you know, and he was like, you know, you can't teach that, and you know, how they're gonna take over all the blocks and stuff like that. And of course, he let him know that the clock is running out for all them ugly ass niggas, old ass niggas, same people. He may have said the clock getting out for Ronald. I just laugh. You know, Ronald, you my boy. Had to throw that joke saying that. But anyways, he letting them know the clock running out on all these old niggas, and he says it's about us. It's just us now, young guns. Everybody else need to get their ugly ass out the way. Anyways, though, we get to Rock right after that. She's trying to sell this regular ass plaza, but this little ugly ass nigga letting her know, hey, that plaza booty is hell, my girl. I can't do it. You know, it was just a ugly ass nigga named B Really found dead up in there last week, or you know, a day ago, however long his ugly ass said. But she was like, look, ugly ass nigga, they ain't got no problem. You need to find somebody to buy this. And then he let her know he may have one buyer that's an international buyer or something like that. Anyways, though, we get to your boy Marvin. He's knocking on Kanan though, and he's basically confronting him about the rumors of him working with Neek, the alleged guy who took out Lou. And of course, Kanan was like, I ain't heard of him. Well, I know Neek in the wind. Like, well, where it come from, ugly ass nigga? It don't just show up. Look, it's just bullshit. Or something his ugly ass said, right? And then And then he was like, and Marvin was like, how you know, little glass nigga? Like, cause we been taking all this shit and he ain't doing nothing about it. They said, well, then that's when Marvin like, wait, that was your little glass on 150th? I'm on my about my business, Uncle Marvin. You should do. Look, I don't know who Breeze is or who the fuck your little glad think you are, but I'm a guy. Nah, my bad. He asked him, got a spot for you if you need it. I know your little glad that just asked me do I want a job. I don't work for you, little glad nigga. You work for me. You can't. What else he tell her? I don't care how many bodies you drop, blocks you take, or whatever the hell your little glad think you do. You'll never be above me, cause you ain't too far. I'm a gangster, and you that little powder puff bullshit that you and that little ugly ass nigga around the block doing, I never reach me. Hell, you can't even see me. Kanan didn't like that. He was like, all right, well, I got shit to do, so you have to. It's time for your little glad to go, gangster. But next, we get to your girl Rock. Rock is having a conversation with Marvin, and in the middle of the conversation, she starts to hear the gunshots because she was looking in the direction of where, Lou met his end at. And let me know in the comment section, nigga, do y'all think eventually this is gonna hunt Rock so much to the point that she's going to have to just confess, or is Marvin or someone just going to find out and she later on just admits it? Let me know that in the comment section, nigga. But anyways, though, she asked Marvin to go to the back. He like, hey, get your water and come here, nigga. She was like, no, I said I want to go to the kitchen, nigga. But anyway, they finished up their conversation, and she's letting them know he need to let that stuff go with Neek. Neek is in the wind. That nigga ain't hiding. He just moved on, which is something you need to do. But anyways, next we get to this little hoochie. She actually look like this girl I know named Kanan. Kanan, if you so happen to ever see this video, yeah, she look like your ass, but I doubt she sees it. She don't watch my channel. I don't think, at least. Anyways, though, the little girl that Juke been flirting with. And the reason why I put this in the recap is because I'm guessing she's gonna play a pivotal role, perhaps later. I mean, why else would they be bringing her back into the fold? But anyways, next we get back to your boy Stefano. He ugly as hell, look like he's about to be on a jar of grits. Anyways, though, hey, that's Kanan. Oh, have a seat here. Have some wine. Big lad talking to him, talking about your mother is working in Manhattan. I don't like it. I'm a salty ugly ass nigga. I ain't got much left to go. I should just be worried about my old ass business. The clocks are already running out on us. You know what your friend said, Breeze. But anyways, though, Kanan was letting him know he don't fuck with his mama like that either, so he really don't give a fuck, and that was that. Next, we get to your girl Flossie. She trying to floss my boy Marvin, and it was a little flirty, chatty, Then she talked about the story with her daughter and stuff like that. I know a lot of people believe she might potentially turn out to be a CI or something. I don't know. Like, I got my suspicions of her, but not completely sure as of yet. But anyways, though, they had a couple little chats, and she was letting Marvin know that she found it very impressive that he is confident enough to allow a woman to be in charge, but still, feel comfortable as a man, not really let it get in the way of business. So I don't know if she's turned on, their pools are getting wet, or what's going on, but y'all let me know what y'all think is going on in the flow of this situation. Anyways, next, back to your boy Breeze, and basically he having a conversation with your boy Snaps and girls Pop, and they basically asking how about the situation with the blocks where they where Unique used to occupy, and they be like, man, we don't took Breeze like I don't took that shit over. Fuck them ugly ass niggas. And basically Snaps and Pop is trying to tell him not to underestimate Neek because he could come back. And, you know, Breeze is letting him know he ain't concerned. But Snaps is like, you need to be careful. This ugly ass nigga stayed dead, played dead for months and came his ugly ass back on some ugly ass shit. So you be careful out there, ugly ass nigga. Next we get back to your boy Detective Garcia. He ugly as hell. He blows the horn, tells Juke to get in, letting her know that he accepts her proposal because he know he is hurting and my boy got mouths to feed. Anyways, next we get to this ugly ass pastor. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I really don't even remember what the fuck this ugly ass nigga was talking about. But I'm pretty sure he was giving him a speech telling him to come. It was some kind of come to God situation. Anyways, next we get to these little ugly ass white boys. They little nerds. They look nerds playing with their ass. Drake and Josh looking motherfuckers, dealing some product with this ugly ass nigga Taz. Then they let him know, oh, I thought your little ugly ass was fired. And then Taz was like, where you hear that from, ugly ass nigga? They were like, it was said, Breeze was disrespecting you and looking like you was being replaced. Then that's when Taz was like, he's over them, and they were like, your little glass ain't over us. You just a dude who drops the product. And Taz snapped, did some little weak ass shit, beat up Drake while Josh sat there and looked like, y'all white boys, y'all keep playing me. Man, shut your soft ass up, big lad nigga. You did next episode anyway. Anyways, next we get back to your boy Marvin. He's still trying to hold it together because he's still hurting about the death of Lou. And of course Juke is talking with him, trying to calm him down, and she's having a conversation with him, asking him, do we ever consider leaving the South Side? And he basically was like, he wouldn't do that, but he would love for her to consider to do so. But she was like, no, you're her father, I want to stay next to you, and the you is where I belong. And Marvin kind of became a little emotional, like, how the hell I end up with a daughter like you? Like, I fuck up everything, how I fuck you up? Good question, glad nigga, but hey, guess what? She is fucked up. You just probably ain't noticed it yet. But when you die, nigga, oh, she about to be ugly as hell. But anyways, that was a nice little sentimental moment. They hugged, showed each other they love each other, and Marvin didn't want her to be anywhere near the family business, but she told him that she wants to be with him, so they had to end up making that decision to let her in. Anyways, though, next we get this ugly ass nigga Taz. He interrupted my nigga Kanan's count, talking shit. Like, hey, ugly ass nigga, I'm talking to you, I ain't going nowhere. Kanan ain't worried about his ugly ass in the least bit. Didn't even realize the ugly ass was there probably. Like, hold on, Tasman devil looking at nigga, you messing up my account. Shut the fuck up. He actually didn't say nothing though. He was just looking at his little ugly ass. All he said was he was messing up his account, I believe. But that's to let you know how much you don't matter that you did next episode, my boy. Anyways, next we get to the bar. They're at Lou's Club, Cafe View, and they're running product. And of course, Juke is the bartender, and Marvin is letting her know the system, letting her know that there's a guy, under the bar, and the ugly ass nigga in the corner is there for her protection. The girls already know the routine, so just let them do their thing. So next, he still lets her know he's not really happy about her doing it, but hey, it is what it is. He's gonna, let her get her feet wet and test her out to see how she does. So next, the in walked in Jarita. She coming in to get her load. She's doing the testing and stuff like that. And then after that, Rock told some random ugly ass niggas to go and spray up the block that Unique once occupied, that Breeze people are at now. Told them not to really hit nobody, but them little ugly ass niggas, did what they do. and pretty much sprayed the block up. Next, you got Rock. She's walking up because she's catching Jukebox working at the bar, and she's like, look at your little lad. You talk about all this about what I do, and now you doing it. Now you working for me. And she's like, I'm working for my dad. And then Rock like, yeah, the same thing, lad. And anyways, next, we get to your boy Breeze. He is going back to the block just to find out that it's been sprayed up and there's yellow tape everywhere, and he don't look happy at all. But next, back to Marvin. He's having a conversation with Rock while eating some booty ass McDonald's, and he asks her, do she believe in God? And she's like, I don't know, sometimes, not really. But unfortunately, with Marvin talking about these type of things, it kind of seems like his time is very limited. Because you know, when they start having this come to Jesus moments, telling the people they love them and things like that, it looks like their time is near. But anyways, next we get back to your girl Jarita. She has dropped off a package for this fake ass Leonardo DiCaprio, and he is happy, getting ready to play with his nose. Next, Jarita goes to our next stop, and of course, she is heading over to none other than this ugly ass nigga known as Kanan. And Kanan is ugly as hell, like, where's your name? And she like, wherever your little glass wanted to be. And of course, he lets her in the room, close the door, and that is it, ugly ass niggas. So, that is your episode 3 recap. So, definitely let me know, what did y'all think of the overall episode? Did you like it? Did you think it was mid? Let me know all of that and more in the comment section. If there's anything else that I may have missed that you want to add to it, let me know all of that and more in the comment sections. But like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.